What up, world? This is Sade with Sade Speaks, and I'm back at it with another Saturday of some good wisdom from the Lord. I want to say thank you guys for continuing to share my page, to follow my page, and like my page, Sade Speaks. I encourage you to continue to share, follow, and like my page, Sade Speaks. So I wanted to share a conversation that me and my cousin had a couple of days ago. I think it really blessed you guys. It was on the topic of how to properly deal with rejection and offense. So, for one, no one likes to be rejected. No one likes to be offended. It's an uncomfortable feeling. Sometimes it could be a hurtful feeling. And it could also be very uncomfortable when you want to like tell that person how you feel. Because some people are not they're not able to receive a message that they have offended you. It depends on the maturity level. Some people are able to deal with it and some people are able to not deal with it. So I just want to tap in on it. Um, I know that when I am offended, before I even, go to that person, I have to wait till my emotion is down where I can think with a clear, rational mind. Because I find it when you try to talk to someone and you're still upset and your emotions are still running, it's like doomsday. It's a plan for disaster. No solution is actually, there are no solutions. It's just more conflict. And as we were talking, I was thinking about the scripture that my grandma used to always, say to us. Is in James chapter 1, where it says to be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger. And to me, that's some godly wisdom. That is some wisdom right there. When you are listening, when someone is coming to you and telling you how they feel, listening is so important. Um, I can't I can't come up with a solution if I'm not properly listening to how I offended you or how you offended me. What happens is sometimes when you are expressing yourself to others, they cut you off. They hear one word, and that's something that they chime in on to come back at you with. So they're kind of like listening for a response and not just truly listening to you in the entirety. That's why I mentioned it's very important that the emotions are like down, that we both have rational minds. Because before I can come to you and convey to you why I'm upset, I can ask myself those same questions. Why are you upset? Why did they offended you? How did they offend you? Um, was it because it's true? Was it because it triggered something that happened in your past? Was it something that you're still dealing with? Like, you have to ask yourself these questions to understand why you are upset and why you feel offended. In order for me to articulate and or convey my thoughts to you, I have to be clear with my thoughts. So when I communicate with you, my message is clear to why I feel the way I feel. And a lot of times we just don't do that. We get offended immediately when someone says that they are offended, that we offended them. We cut them off. We don't allow them to say exactly how they feel. Now we're angry. We're not slow to speaking now. We're talking over them, and now we're angry. It's like a big old fussing match. And nothing gets resolved that way. It's just more conflict, more anger, more hurtful words are said. Like, that's just not the proper way to deal with it. So that's what we discuss. We discuss, some of the things that we dealt with in life, and we have handled it that way. I've been there before. Transparent moment. Before I became a little bit more mature than what I am now, that's how I used to deal with stuff. If someone was to come tell me that they were offended, I got offended. And I'm just like, girl, why you mad? Like, if they're telling you that that you hurt their feelings, hear them out. But instead, I was listening for a response. I wasn't really listening to hear why they were upset. Why did I hurt their feelings, or how did I hurt their feelings? And that we can sit down as two adults and come with a solution. So therefore everybody's happy, we forgive each other and we move on. But that's not really the case sometimes. So I guess my message would be quick to listen. God gave us two ears for a reason, two ears and one mouth. That means those two ears is what we need to use to listen, and listen closely to what someone is saying when they are upset. Whether they feel that you rejected them somehow, or whether they feel like you offended them, listen to them. Listen to hear exactly what it is that offended them, exactly what it is that hurt their feelings. So therefore, if I'm clearly listening, and I have an understanding of why they feel the way we feel, we can come up with a solution. And if I don't have an understanding, I can, come at it like this. Well, to my understanding, this is what you're saying. So if I'm wrong, they can clarify and let it be known that this is how they feel, or yes, you're on the right track. So now when I'm doing it that way, I am digesting everything you're saying, like literally internalizing everything you're saying, so I can communicate back with you, whether it'll be with apology, whether maybe someone took it the wrong way. But at the end of the day, a solution is there is a solution. There is no drama. There is no fighting back. I know the world sometimes, especially on these reality shows, when people are upset, they go straight to anger. We throwing glasses, we dashing stuff on you, like we want to fight and stuff. But that's just not how the proper way to deal with being how to deal with being offended or offending someone. If someone has enough courage to come to you in a very humble way and let you know that you offended them, that's the least you could do, is just sit down and listen to understand why. That's godly wisdom. When you're listening to understand why you're not so quick to speak, and you're not so quick to become angry, then you could come up with a solution, and then the problem will be solved. It won't be a continuation of drama. So guys, be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger. Listen to when someone is telling you that they're upset and to why they're upset, and vice versa. If you feel like someone offended you, don't go to them when you are like really high in emotion and you haven't asked yourself why you are offended. Because if you do that, you're not going to be able to convey your thoughts to them, to why you're really upset. They're not mind readers. They can't figure it out. You have to make sure your message is clear. So before you step to someone and let them know that they offended you, make sure that you ask yourself those series of questions. Why am I upset? Why am I offended? Why do I feel this way? So when I talk to that individual, my message is clear. I love you guys. Thank you for continuing to support me. Please like and share.